This is your host, Dub FFG with the Fantasy Football GOAT Strategies. How's it going today? While you're here, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing. It simply helps promote and support the channel. Help us grow. Hit it now. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe. But today, we're going to talk about the top 5 fantasy football defensive team special teams. Let's get started. First, we're talking about the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos made a key addition to their pass rush to go alongside Chubb, and that is Randy Gregory. Randy Gregory comes over from the Dallas Cowboys. He's looking for the same production or the same outcome that DeMarcus Ware had when he came over from Dallas Cowboys, and that is to be a sack master and to help the Broncos get to the Super Bowl. However, there's another addition. That's Russell Wilson on the offensive side of the ball. And Russell Wilson's addition to the Denver Broncos is going to help the defense. How so? Because the defense should spend less time on the field. And when a defense spends less time on the field, that simply means that the defense is normally going to be in pass rushing kind of mode. Because if the Denver offense is on the field majority of the time, then the opposing team's offense will be in catch-up mode. So that's going to allow for more and more pass rushing schemes. In 2021, the Denver defense had 13 interceptions, 6 fumble recoveries, 36 sacks, and 1 touchdown. Denver's defense is much improved, and it will show. Next, the Buffalo Bills. Now, the Buffalo Bills is a turnover defense. Now, what does that mean? That simply means they make you turn the ball over. They don't score much with it, but they make you turn it over. They had 11 fumble recoveries, 19 interceptions, and 42 sacks. Only 1 touchdown. But again, with them, they have a good offense. So when the offense is on the field, and if they stay on the field long enough, that puts the opposing team in chase mode. What does that do for the Buffalo Bills defense? It allows them to be in pass rush mode. So again, which creates a lot more turnovers. So the Bills look to be in the top 5 of fantasy football defenses. Next, the New Orleans Saints. Now, New Orleans Saints is no stranger to the top 10 fantasy football defensive teams, but for this year, they're going to be in the top 5. Why? Because they float to the ball. They gang tackle. If you ever watched any New Orleans Saints football game in the past couple of years, you saw their defense flying all across the field. That's great. A defensive coordinator loves that because the Saints, they're hungry. And they play in the NFC South. In the NFC South, they're going up against Atlanta twice, and Atlanta currently is pretty unstable at their quarterback position. So is Carolina. The only stable part in that division is the Saints with Jameis Winston and Tom Brady with the Bucs. So the Saints should flourish, and they should feed with 18 interceptions, 7 fumble recoveries, and 46 sacks, and 2 touchdowns last year. We look for those numbers to increase for the Saints. That's why we're projecting them to go, or we're projecting them to be the 3rd ranked defensive team for fantasy football this season. Next, the Miami Dolphins. Now, the Dolphins are no stranger to top 5 fantasy defenses as well. Why? Because they finished number 2 in 2021. They are also a turnover defense. They had 14 interceptions, 12 fumble recoveries, 48 sacks. Again, the Dolphins defense makes you pay for any turnover. Now, their defensive specialist is now gone, which was their head coach, but the Dolphins defense should still maintain their fantasy value. They only went 9-8 last year. However, the defense was still ranked number 2. Look for the Dolphins to increase on those numbers from 2021. The Dolphins should be the fantasy football ranked number 2 defense for 2022. Next up, the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the Dallas Cowboys also finished in the top 2 ranked fantasy football defenses last year as well. They finished number 1. And again, we're projecting them to be number 1. Why? Because they are a turnover defense. They added key additions to their pass rush with Sam Williams, the rookie, and with Dante Fowler. They have healthy down linemen on the defensive side of the ball. In 2021, they also made you pay when they got a turnover from you. They had 26 interceptions, 8 fumble recoveries, 41 sacks, and 9 touchdowns. That was number 1 in the league. So, the Dallas Cowboys will be the fantasy football number 1 fantasy defense for 2022. And just to recap, the 2022 top 5 fantasy defense, according to FFGS, We're looking at the Dallas Cowboys, the Miami Dolphins, New Orleans Saints, Buffalo Bills, and Denver Broncos. Thank you for tuning in. Till next time. Hey, it's football season. And watch your favorite team with Sling TV. No contracts, all streaming. Watch your favorite program starting as low as $35 per month. Yeah, that's right, $35 per month. Click the link in the description and get started enjoying your favorite programs and watching your favorite team with Sling TV.